welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. My name is Emma. In today's video I'm going to be talking you through my favourite summer trends for 2025. Now, I know we're already halfway through July and well into summer, so in this video I'm going to be talking about things that I've already been loving for summer and things I've been gravitating towards in my wardrobe already this summer season, and also other summer trends that I've seen on other people that I've not yet really dabbled in myself. As always with these videos, I will insert inspiration clips, and if the things that I've been wearing personally, I'll insert clips of how I've styled those things. If you do enjoy this video and do enjoy trends videos, I'd love if you give this video a thumbs up. But without further ado, let's just get on into the trends. Okay, so the first thing that I wanted to mention in this video is basket bags. I have loved basket bags for the past few summers, but I've never invested in one until this year. This is the one I have. It's from Vinted. It has no branding though, so I don't know where it's from originally, and I have been loving this. I've been wearing this constantly throughout the summer months. I feel like this one in particular is just a really good size. I also really like the structure of it. I feel like the structure negates a little bit from the beachiness of it, because I feel like it can look quite beachy with this woven texture. Having it a bit more structured just makes it look more like an everyday bag. But I just really love it. It's a really good size. It goes with all my summer outfits, and even like outfits that I think don't necessarily look that summery. Just pairing this bag just add a really nice summery touch, and because it is neutral, I feel like it's just going with everything in my wardrobe. The one thing I will say about this one is it doesn't have a zip closure, so I do have to use this pouch just for more. I put my purse and my phone and things in there, things that I don't want to be easily accessible. I just really love a basket bag in general. I love seeing other people style them. I think they're just a really cute accessory to add into the wardrobe as a bit more of a summery touch, and I'm just really loving that one. It's just been my go-to bag. It fits a book in there so I can take it to the park when I go reading. I just really love it, and I've been wearing it a lot so far this summer, and I will definitely continue wearing it for the rest of summer because I just really love it. So yeah, I'm really loving a basket bag this summer season. Okay, the next thing that I want to mention is white cotton and linen pieces. Specifically, I mean like blouses, like this one that I'm wearing right now. I picked up a bunch of these little white blouses last year, and I've been loving them this year. I think they just look really cute in the summer. They give a really nice summery touch, but there's so many different styles and versions that you can go for depending on your personal style. So whether you want something with like a little bit of embroidery, a little bit of lace, added detail, I think they just look really pretty in the summer. I'm also really gravitating towards like white pieces in general, and like an all white outfit I really love. I do want a white frilly dress for the summer, which I don't currently own. I have just ordered 2 off ASOS to try, and I'm really excited for them to arrive. But I just really love wearing like a white linen or cotton little intricate detailed top in the summer. I think they just look really cute, kind of girly, but I think they go with a lot in the wardrobe, like whether you want to wear them just with jeans or with denim shorts or just like normal shorts. I also really love like those 2-piece sets where people have like a little frilly top and little frilly white shorts, or even like just a skirt, and you can really dress them up for daytime or for evening, and I just think they're a really cute summer piece. I've spoken about this before in previous summer fashion videos, but I definitely gravitate more towards my more feminine dressing in the summer, and I feel like just a little white blouse is just a perfect way to do that. But like I said, I do want to branch out into other things like dresses. I just currently don't own one. Especially with dresses, I also really like the look of like a nightgown in the daytime. I think they're just really comfortable and easy to wear. They're really breathable as well, I find, and here in the UK it's been quite warm this summer so far, so just having those light white pieces I think look really nice. I'm just really loving wearing little white frilly feminine pieces. I think they just look really cute, and you can obviously, there's so many different things out there that you can kind of adapt it to your own style depending on your own personal style. And get some really unique pieces. I also find they're quite easy to find like secondhand, whether that's in your local charity shop or on Vinted. I've really been loving, and just yeah, I think they're really cute. I'm wearing one today, and I think they're just really cute, like a nice feminine summer touch to an outfit. And then kind of following on from that, and I kind of touched on it, is lace shorts. I picked up a pair of black lace trim shorts last year from ASOS, and I didn't really wear them, and I considered donating them if I'm honest, because I hadn't really worn them, and then I wore them the other week and I absolutely loved the way they look. Like I say, I'm really just leaning towards a little bit more feminine dressing, but like simple touches, not feeling like overly feminine, but just having a little bit of hint of something that's a little bit softer and a little bit more traditionally feminine, like a lace short. I think it's just really, really cute. I wore them, I felt really good in them. I just wore them with like a simple tee, and I feel like the lace detailing of the shorts just added a really nice added interest to the outfit, made it less plain, and just gave it like that soft touch that I really, really liked. I would really like a pair of like white or cream shorts in a similar way. I know the Doan ones are really, really popular. I don't really want to spend that much on a pair of shorts, if I'm honest, so I am on the hunt for a white pair. Like I say, I'm really loving all white outfits, so I think to wear with my little white frilly blouses, it'd be really nice to have a little white short with like a lace trim or something. I specifically want a pair that is like more of an elasticated, relaxed fit. I don't necessarily want them in a structured fit short, if that makes sense. I think it just looks nice when they're like a relaxed short with a little bit of lace detailing at the bottom. I'm just really leaning into that sort of style at the moment. I've not really been gravitating towards denim shorts, so just a nice light easy breezy short for the summer I'm really, really loving. And yeah, and I think also they can look really good dressed up for like evening as well with like a little kitten heel. Okay, and then the next thing I want to mention is linen trousers. I am living in my linen trousers at the moment. You might have seen in some of my previous videos that I picked up a pair of white linen trousers from Abercrombie and Fitch, and I absolutely love them. They've been a really good piece in my wardrobe, just for especially when I don't necessarily want to get my legs out. They've been a great piece for the office. I've been wearing linen trousers a lot to my office because it's been warm. I don't necessarily want to expose a lot of skin in the office, so those white linen trousers I really, really love. I will say they are a good quality. I don't find them see-through. I do wear like a nude underwear anyway with them, but I find them not see-through. They're really good quality and I just really, really love them. I think they look really good. And then also I do have a pair of black linen trousers. I do have a pair of more linen blend trousers from H&M, and I've recently just upgraded to 100% linen pair of trousers in the H&M sale, and I wore them yesterday for the first time and I really, really love them. I just love the look of a linen trouser, the relaxedness. I love the look of linen, and I know it's quite on trend at the moment to have more of a lived-in linen with just allowing your linens to have creases in them. I'm just really, really gravitating towards both my white and black pairs of linen trousers. They just go with everything because they are that linen material. They're breathable, but they're still good for when you want to dress modestly. Especially love like more of a straight slash relaxed fit. They've just been a saviour this summer. Like I said, it's been really, really warm, but on those days where I don't want to get my legs out, they've just been really, really handy. And I find also they go really nicely with a lot of different shoes. I've worn them with loafers, I've worn them with ballet flats, I've worn them just with flip-flops, and yeah, and I feel actually both pairs would look quite nice with a little heel if I wanted to. But yeah, I'm just really, really loving them. I think that's just a nice piece to add to the wardrobe, and they've just been a staple in my summer wardrobe, and I think they will be for the rest of summer and for many summers to come. Okay, and then speaking of shoes, my favourite shoes at the moment have been my black Havaiana flip-flops. I feel like sometimes in the summer I just really don't want much on my feet, especially when it's really, really hot. Sometimes I just like the look of like a barely there shoe. So I've been really gravitating towards my Havaiana flip-flops. I've never really been much of a flip-flop wearer. My Havaianas are the only flip-flops that I found that I actually quite like and don't hurt my feet. I do just have the plain black ones, which I really, really love. I do kind of want a red pair. I will come on to that in a minute. I would also quite like a leather flip-flop, just for when I want something a little bit more elevated, because these are just very casual shoe. But I just love the look of them with everything I wear. I love them with jeans, I love them with dresses, with shorts, with my linen trousers. They're just such an easy shoe. I especially love like the black. I think the black just looks really, really chic. Even like all the branding on them is black, and I just really, really love them. I know they're kind of having a moment, Havaiana flip-flops, but I think if you are looking for a pair of flip-flops, they are well worth the investment, because I've had these for a few years. I really, really love them, and I'm especially loving them this summer. I'm getting a lot of wear out of them. Okay, so the next trend I want to mention is the trend that I've not yet invested in, but I think I will because I've been thinking about them for a little while, and that is capris. Now, when I first saw people wearing capris, I wasn't sure about them, and I think for me, like in my mind, I want a capri, but I want them like a trouser and less like a legging. I don't really love them when they're just a legging, but when they're a trouser with a little bit of flare, where they end. I think that looks really, really cool. And yeah, I've seen it on a few people now. I've seen people styling them, especially online. I've not really seen people wear them in person. I don't know if it's more of an online trend, but whenever I see somebody style them online, I really, really like the look of them. And I think they would just be a nice trouser. I think they would also be a good trouser to transition into autumn. But yeah, I think they look really cute with a more like summery top, so like a nice summery blouse. I have like a gingham corset top that I think would look stunning with a pair of little black capris and a little black kitten heel. Yeah, I definitely am really loving the look of capris for summer. I don't know how practical they are for the really hot weather, because they're, if I do have a black pair, they are probably going to be a little bit warm. I feel like I've come around to the idea of them, and the more I see them on people, I think they look quite cute. I think they look quite cute like as evening wear, like I say, with a little kitten heel and like a little corset top, or like a cute little blouse like this one. I am definitely on the hump, but like I say, I would like more of a structured pair with like a trouser fitting. But yeah, I'm really loving the look of capris on other people, and I think it is something that I would invest in. And like I say, could transition me through to autumn, and could also work in the spring. I'm really loving the look of capris on other people. And then the next thing is kind of divisive, and I feel like some people hate this, but I'm really liking the look of those like jelly shoes. The ones, I think the Row are their main brand who did a pair, but I'm really loving the look of them. I quite notoriously love a quote-unquote ugly shoe, a shoe that's a little bit unusual. I really love like the Miss Margiela tabbies. I'm really liking the look of the jelly shoes. I particularly like them in a red. I really like a pop of red in my wardrobe, and I would really like a pop of red in an outfit. I feel like red is a very transitional colour that can take you through all the different seasons. And I've seen people wearing like these little red jelly shoes, and I think they look really, really cute. I've not invested in a pair because I do feel like they will hurt my feet. I have very sensitive feet. My feet are very irritated by a lot of shoes. But yeah, I really like the look of them, like that cage look. I think they would be a good summer shoe for me, because like I say, I'm not really a sandal wearer, whereas those jelly shoes, like although they're not a sandal, they are more of a shoe. Because they are all open, you are getting a lot of air to your foot. The only thing that does also worry me a little bit is I've seen a lot of them break, especially like even like the high-end brands, like the Row ones. I'm pretty sure people have said they've had them for like a couple of wears and then they break. Do I want to invest in something that might just break? I have seen like some like pretty affordable pairs. I think M&S do a pair. I feel like they're going everywhere now, but I do like the idea of them, and I think they are quite cute. But whether I invest in them, I'm not entirely sure yet. Maybe I need to like go into a store and try some on and see what they look like, and see if I like the look of them on my feet. Okay, and then the next thing I want to talk about is maxi dresses. I have two Pacific maxi dresses. I will insert pictures of me wearing both. That are pretty similar. They're almost in like an A-line shape. They're maxi and they've got ditzy florals on them, and I love them both. One of them just goes constantly on repeat in my wardrobe. Like I wear it and then it's going in the wash, and then I wear it again. But again, I think they're really good for like when I want to dress appropriately for the hot weather, but I don't necessarily want a lot of skin out. And one of them I worn to work a couple of times because it works really nicely. Like I said similarly earlier on with the white shorts and the white tops and the white dresses, I'm really like leaning into like that more feminine style. But with these dresses, I feel like even though they're dresses, they're not like overtly feminine. They still feel really comfortable to me. They don't necessarily scream summer because of the colour scheme. They are more of a dark colour scheme, but I really, really like that. I'm really enjoying wearing black this summer. I keep wearing like all black outfits, which is probably not the best for the heat, but I'm really, really loving that look. I think they just look really, really simple, really, really nice. I've just been wearing them literally just with a pair of flip-flops and my little basket bag, or even just like a little black shoulder bag. And I'm really, really loving both of them. They are both secondhand and vintage, and I just really love them. They're just really comfortable. I really love the cut of them, especially because I feel like they flatten my shape without like sticking to me, so I still feel comfortable in them. I love them both a lot, and I'm constantly always on the hunt for like more, because I love those two. I did also get a mini dress version earlier this year, and I've worn that a couple of times. I really, really love. It's the same idea as the maxi dresses, but it's just a shorter version for when I do want a mini. So yeah, really, really loving both of those dresses. And then the last trend that I want to mention in this video, and one that I've not partaken in myself yet, but I have seen on other people and I really love, is headscarves. Is like patterned headscarves, specifically like tied around the hair like that, or like just down here. Like I say, like I've been gravitating towards quite a simple style in my summer wardrobe, a lot of like simple clothing. So I feel like adding those headscarves adds a real fun element to an outfit, adds a little bit more personality. I'm really playing around with accessories, and yeah, I've not done it myself yet, but I really love seeing it on other people. I think it just looks really, really cute. Again, quite feminine. I think it's also really good for like if you want to cover your head from the sun. And yeah, like I say, just adding something a little bit extra to an outfit that might be quite simple. I do actually already own a couple, so I need to try them out and go through them and see what I own and which ones I like. But yeah, I'm really, really loving that style. I also really love when they have pops of red in and then somebody wears them with a red lipstick. I think that looks stunning. And then even like sunglasses, I think it just looks really cute. It's kind of like a vintage style, which I really, really love. Yeah, like I say, like because my style has been quite simple this summer so far, I feel like just adding a little headscarf would be really, really cute, just to add a little bit of personality. I feel like I need to try it out because I feel like I might feel like I look a little bit silly. I think sometimes it's one of those things that you see online and you think other people look really, really cute online or in a picture, and then it's like, would I feel silly walking around like that in my local area where people aren't really into fashion? But I do want to try it out. So, but yeah, that is it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Anything that I've mentioned, I will try to leave links down below if there's anything that you want to check out. And like I said at the beginning of this video, if you do enjoy a trends video and do want to see more of these, then please do give this video a thumbs up and let me know in the comments below what you're wearing this summer or what you're loving seeing on other people this summer. If you're new to my channel, I'd love it if you could subscribe, and I will see you all next week in a brand new one. Goodbye.